Sixth, here we are at Pismo Beach with all the clams we can eat. Wait, we must have taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Not only at Albuquerque Steve. And here he is now. Gentlemen, for this month's excursion to Please Hold Land, I propose 1. Did the gold logo edition of High Society use the available remastered art? And so is it essentially the same as the, quote, titled, unquote, remastered edition? I ask, since there's no, quote, remastered, unquote, designation on the gold logo edition. I'm kind of fuzzy on how that actually happened, but I'm pretty sure, and you could maybe get Sean to comment in the comment section on this one. I think anytime there's a new printing, and I think the situation with the gold edition was you got the gold printing if you pre-ordered through Diamond, and Diamond ordered a few more gold editions, but then Diamond also gave us an order on the non-gold edition, the titled edition. And I think those were both the same, and both were remastered to that point. This is all of the original art pages in the Cerebus archive. These are all we didn't have the negatives. The negatives burned up on that one. But these are all Sean Robinson's carefully restored scans from the printed issues. So I'm gonna say that that's my answer on that one. If somebody, do you have a recollection of what happened there?
Well, I'm checking my copies right now. I thought that one was the 12th printing and one was the 11th, but the remastered one is the 11th, and a gold one I think is also the 11th. Right.
See, that I think
that... No, I'm wrong. The gold is the 10th.
The gold is the 10th. Okay. So the gold did come before the non-gold anyway, because we wouldn't have designated it 10th and 11th if there wasn't a sequence there. So I'm pretty sure that yes, when I think it was still Marquis at that point was doing the, or Le Bonfont was doing the printing. Does it say whether it's Le Bonfont or Marquis?
Let me grab it off the shelf here.
No wonder your place is a mess. You're always pulling things off the shelf. Stop doing that.
Well, but I have one shelf that's all Cerebus trades.
That's true.
The 10th printing is by Print and Litho, according to this. Oh, wait. No. Okay. The gold edition is the 11th printing, printed by Bang Printing in Valencia, California.
Holy smokes, I've completely forgotten that one.
And see that there's the list of all the printings, and then it has the ISBN number, and then there's the next printing. So the 12th printing, the remastered edition, was printed by Marquis.
Okay.
And so it's got the first printing through 11th printing and the months and years, and then it's got the ISBN number, and then it says printed in Windsor, Ontario, Canada by Print and Litho Incorporated from 1986 to 2005.
Right.
And the 12th printing was 2020, the 11th printing was 2015.
Boy, you talk about taking a wrong twine at Albuquerque, Steve. Okay, anybody whose memories are better than mine, which is really not a credential at this point, who wants to chime in the comments section, this would probably be the place to do it. Valencia, California. That has got to be an experiment of. Was that? I'm trying to remember if that was. We did that so that Sean could go up there and look at it being printed and approve the remastering, which he wouldn't be able to do with Marquis. No way he was going to fly from San Diego to Val-d'Or. Just to check the printing. I might be making that up out of whole cloth, but it seems to me that might have been part of the thing, was knowing, okay, if I'm going to pay Sean Robinson to do the extensive remastering that he does, there's no point dropping the ball just short of the goal line. He's got to see the printed copy. The same thing with the William Messner Loeb's cover that he just did, where he's saying, if you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. It's like, Sean, I can't see the way that you see, at your age and with your complete self-training on this. So no, it's if you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. And I think I was already doing that at the time that he was starting to remaster.
Well, looking again at the gold edition, it was the Can One contributors Kickstarter. So if I remember right, and again, this is it's starting to get fuzzy, but there was the printing where that initially started the remastering was they did the printing and it had the 100 and some pages with Maury, and that's when, okay, we got to scan the negatives, and there was the fire, and then it was, okay, what can we do? And I believe the gold edition was Sean got it as far as he could, as best he could with the materials on hand, because that was when he was doing the from print to pixels to print again series of essays about the remastering before I took over, and he said, okay, I'm getting out while the getting's good.
Right. Right.
And that was the 2015 printing, and then and then after that was some new scans of pages came in through the Art Dragnet, and I think Sean went back and just looked at the printing again, because that was the 2015 printing sold out, and Diamond ordered the 2020 printing, because that was also when you did the campaign stickers with Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Cerebus. And,
right.
And you could, and right. there were technically 3 different versions of the book, because it was the 3 different book plates that were signed.
Right, because that was the 2020 election.
And that's when the 2020 said remastered edition, I think that might have been a Diamond request of we need something on the book so that people understand this is a different version of the book than the previous version, which was a different version of the book than what we had before that. Right.
And it was one of those, everything looks good on paper. Hey, this is the first time that we're doing a printing of High Society during a U.S. election year. Let's really milk this for all it's worth. And it's like, it's not in that category. It would be nice if it was. And that was one of those times where I'm going, okay, I need to get completely disabused of this notion that the comic book field from Diamond Comic Distributors on down has any remote interest in Cerebus whatsoever. And I have gradually gotten that through my thick skull.
Well, that was, I believe that was the printing where, I think it was Eddie that went, Dave wants to send you, copies for all the work you've been doing. How many do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, And at the time, I'm service in hell, junior assistant. So when he goes, how many copies do you want? I always say 5. And I did the same thing. And all of a sudden, this box from Marquis shows up, and I'm like, okay. And I open it up. I'm like, oh yeah, these are phone books. These aren't 20-page comics. You really ought to think this thing through, Matt.
Yeah, yeah. We're used to that around here. It's trade paperbacks are in a completely different category. We just discovered that one again. We got an order from Diamond for they finally reordered Melmoth to get Melmoth back in stock, and Foreman Void and one other trade paperback. And Rolly went and picked them up at the storage unit, and then had to fill the canned portfolios order, which has to go to Studio Comics Press first. Can you do, 8 can 8s, 7 can 9s, that kind of thing? And it's like, these are boxes and boxes of trade paperbacks, and boy, is Camp David getting a little crowded the last couple of days. And I said to him today, I'm signing the adhesive labels for the front of the canned portfolios, and I said, so this does it? Now we've got the whole Diamond order here. Now you just have to take them over to, and it's like, no, forgot to get a couple of labels printed, so we got to hang on until those 2 labels get printed, which Rolly will pick up next Thursday, and then finally those boxes, their Camp David holiday is over. The boxes really like getting out of the storage unit, coming over to Camp David, but it's like, no, we don't want you sticking around here. This is supposed to be more like a bus station. Okay, anybody can help with that. That's the best we can do on this end. And Wrong Toilet at Albuquerque Steve's second question. Dave, are you already receiving the Canadian pension and old age security payments? Hopefully they will provide you with some monthly financial cushion. And no, actually, I don't. This is one of those idiosyncratic Dave Sim things when I contemplated, okay, I'm going to turn 65 in a few years. I'm going to turn 65 in a couple of years. Am I going to apply for old age security and Canada pension? No, my gut instinct is that if you take money from a feminist entity, and there's no question in my mind, I read a lot of newspapers, the government of Canada, liberal or conservative, is a feminist entity. They infer that implies you're agreeing with feminism, which I don't. So it's like, this is a way of saying, I think we can accommodate each other to the point of, I'm over here, you're over there, I'm not messing with your stuff, please don't mess with my stuff, and please don't send me money that I'm not interested in getting from you, because I don't agree with you, and I don't agree with taking money from entities that I don't agree with. can we just leave it at that? And it's like, it didn't help to have the Freedom Convoy thing where, the Trudeau government started seizing people's bank accounts because they were donating to the Freedom Convoy, and arresting people and holding them incommunicado. It's like, I understand that that's what feminism is. I understand that that's what feminism does. I understand that feminism doesn't perceive itself that way. So again, can I very, very politely say, can you stay over there and I'll stay over here? Duly noted, you can seize my bank account at any point that you decide Dave Sim is a danger to feminist democracy, in quotation marks. Duly noted. I will, like Teddy Kennedy, I'll drive off that bridge when I come to it. But for the moment, please, if you can you stay over there, I'll stay in the off-White House, and we should be able to just live and let live. And so far so good with every once in a while something like the treatment of the Freedom Convoy. Just a warning shot over the bow. Just kidding, Dave. That's not directed at you. Don't worry about it. We're good friends. You sure you don't want your old age pension? No, that's fine. I'm here. I'll provide for myself as best I can. You stay over there, exactly where you are. I'll stay over here, exactly where I am. I won't get in your face. Please don't you get in my face. And as I say, so far, so good.